ladies, we're here tonight on the show. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, tonight I'm going to do the World Series preview. Who I think is going to win? Who I think is going to win the World Series between Houston and Washington? All right, so this shit starts tomorrow. Apparently, so far we got Garrett Cole versus Max Scherzer tomorrow. We got Steven Strasburg versus Justin Verlander on Game 2. Friday we got is it Patrick Corbin versus Zach Greinke, and I believe Saturday I believe we got Anibal Sanchez versus Brad Peacock. Those are the 4 starters announced. So let's see. Let's look at this shit. Let's look at this shit, ladies and gentlemen. Who will win the World Series? What do I think will happen? I think Houston's the favorite, but I can see Washington winning with their pitching. I feel Houston, they got Garrett Cole, Justin Verlander. I do feel that, the starting rotation of the Nationals a little bit, it's, Max Scherzer, Steven Strasburg, Patrick Corbin, Anibal Sanchez. I think from 1 to 4, Washington's starting rotation is better. So I will say that. But, obviously, Garrett Cole and Justin Verlander are no joke. They are not joke. Although Justin Verlander was a little bit shaky, versus Tampa Bay in Game 4. And then last time out in Game, what was it? I forget. Game 5, Game 6, whatever it was. I believe it was Game 5 versus the Yankees. So, Max Scherzer, Steven Strasburg, Patrick Corbin, Anibal Sanchez were fantastic. And the St. Louis series ended up sweeping them. So that's where I think Washington has a huge advantage with their starting rotation. They legit have a top 4. Where the Astros, I'm a little bit concerned with guys like Brad Peacock and Zach Greinke, and even Justin Verlander a little bit. He's been a little bit shaky. I'm a little bit. The only guy I can really count on is Garrett Cole. I still trust Justin Verlander, but we'll see. Obviously, hitting, I'm gonna go with the Astros. I know they haven't been hitting that well, but Carlos Correa, Altuve, Springer, Bertman, those guys are clutch. It is the playoffs. It is the World Series. It's not. It's when you hit it, you know what I mean. When you hit it in the 9th inning, what's the point of being 300 hitter if you're not gonna hit in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning? You smell me? So I think the hitters, obviously Washington, Anthony Rendon, Juan Soto, Trey Young, Howie Kendricks. I think Houston has the better hitters, and I think Houston does have the better bullpen. Obviously, we saw, the only 2 guys they seem to trust out of that bullpen, Washington, is Daniel Hudson and Sean Doolittle. That seems to be the only guys that can really trust out of that bullpen. Everybody else they don't seem to trust. You have the starters coming out of the bullpen at times for Washington, especially in the Dodgers series. They could do that again, being that it's the World Series. You win the series, you're done. So you could see a lot of that. Maybe they'll use Anibal Sanchez, Patrick Corbin in Game 1, or I don't know what they'll do. We'll see, because that is something they did in these playoffs. They used the starters out of the bullpen, so we'll see. But yeah, I think Houston's bullpen is better, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna say Houston in 7. I'm gonna go 7. I'm gonna say Houston in 7. I say Houston 7. I can see Washington winning this puppy. I really can. But I'm gonna go with Houston in 7. I think it could go 1-1 right away. I can see Houston winning tomorrow night, and then Strasburg beating Justin Verlander in Game 2, just because Justin Verlander has been a little bit shaky. But then who knows? We'll see. But I think it'll start off 1-1. It might be back and forth. 1 game for Washington, 1 game for Houston. Until somebody wins the Game 7. I don't think you're going to see nobody win more than 2 straight games. I think it's going to be a bunch of back and forth between these 2 teams. Both teams got good pitching, but I think Houston's got a better hitters, and I think they got a better bullpen. So I got Houston winning in 7. All right, Houston in 7. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, I am out like a light.